I was an only child, so about P4, so to actually get some sibling company, yeah, we fight, but we can go with friends with, and it also means that I can kind of sympathise with my friends, that we can discuss having little siblings and how annoying they can be, so it gives me an extra topic to talk about with my friends, so it's fun, it's a good idea.
Well, it was the first time that we had someone come into our house, but it was scary and nervous at the start, but after a wee while, once we got to know them, it was better. It's always good to know that you're helping them out and that you're there for them.
Well, when the first baby came in our house, she was really tiny. She was only about this size. And I loved playing with her and helping me out, but she cried a lot.
It's good to meet up as well.
Chance to actually meet people who share the same experience with you instead of trying to discuss it with a friend who doesn't really understand.
Yeah, exactly. It's good.
Being a foster family and having foster children grow up alongside your own birth children provides a lot of difficulties and challenges. Our own children had to learn to share us with all sorts of children from different backgrounds. But our own kids have grown up into well-adjusted adults. They're compassionate, considerate and thoughtful towards others' feelings.
My boy as well, my older boy, he took a great interest in how they were doing, and he was able to help because the eldest foster child just took on to him like a role model, started copying him, which was a bit maddening, and following him about, but he was able to talk to him and calm him down. He was great in the sense that he said, study, settle down and study. I made that mistake and didn't, and now I've had to catch up. So he was able to take control of that area with him and also play with the younger one because he was such a baby. But he taught him how to do his tie, he taught him how to do his laces, so he took a lot on board as well, which was great. It made my job that much easier.
She's just a typical girly girl. She loves going out, she loves dressing up. Her and myself would go now and again, get her hair washed and blow dried. She loves it. When she came at the beginning originally, she hadn't a great deal of confidence and she hadn't really ability to do much for herself. But as the time has wore on with me, she has become independent in a way and confident.
When she first came, she was very shy. She didn't really want to get involved in anything, and she would have stayed in her room a lot, on her computer, earphones in, very close to the whole family. But 8 months later, it's amazing. We encouraged her to, she was really into cooking, so we encouraged her to download a recipe and make dinner for us all. So she would download whatever recipe of her choice. We'd head out, do the shopping and come back and she would cook for the whole family.
Growing up, Isabel was like, Isabel was like a second mother to me. Like I would never want anyone to try to replace my mother, but like a second mother, that's what she was like. And I didn't have my own mother about, so Isabel was the only person I felt like I could talk to, and that's what you need someone there that's going to listen to you. And that's one of the best things was moving to Isabel. I wouldn't give up anything for that, not even £1 million. I'm like, no, you're alright. But it has been really good to build up that bond, and like that's something like I'll have forever. You know what I mean? I won't get that with anybody else.
The young person we have at the minute wouldn't attend school at all, but through all the team working with us, the education team, the psychologists and the social workers, we have got our young person into the alternative education programme. She came home the other day with a certificate saying I'm first in my class, and she was so proud of herself and pleased that she had achieved this.
Recently I've got involved with guide dogs myself, and whenever the young person realised that, she was really, really enthusiastic. So all the training, she's actually asked me to teach it to her, because she would then take her own wee time with the dog and go through the exercises, sitting, waiting, down, staying, and she's actually has even increased that to retrieving things. So she really has engaged with the dog, and it's really been super.
I would say that the overall impact has been very positive. Like, I wouldn't say I'm ready to face the world, but I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today if it hadn't been for my foster family. I think probably one of the bigger impacts has been educationally. I'm currently studying my S levels and hope to go on to do A levels and then university, but I don't think I would have got past GCSEs if it hadn't been for, you know, the constant on my back. It sounds negative, but it has, you know, it is being positive. It's come from love. It's not been because they're just trying to, you know, get over me or anything like that. So after doing my A-levels, I hope to kind of go on university, so maybe do something sciencey.
Whenever he came to us, I was very aware from the research that the outcomes educationally for children in care are not as good as in the general population of children. All we've ever wanted for Johnny is not for him to be judged by the outcomes of looked after children. We've only ever wanted him to be judged by his potential and what he can achieve. And I'm very proud of what he's achieved.
The GEM scheme was developed to enable young people between the ages of 18 to 21 years to continue living with their foster carers. Carers receive financial assistance to help the young people meet their care, accommodation and support needs. The GEM scheme means that these young people are better prepared for adulthood and are more likely to stay in education or avail of training programs which will help them gain employment. They will also be supported in developing the skills and knowledge needed for independent living.
Not going to uni or not finishing school was not an option for me at the time. So I went on, did my GCSEs, did my A-levels, went to tech for a year, did a foundation diploma, went to uni. But like Isabel's always been there to support me through that, and even if some of the decisions she wasn't too happy about, she still stood by me and just kind of stood by me in what I wanted to do. I'm
able to stay here post 18 and kind of have this as a base when I go to university. That has been a really big positive for me, because it's shown me that I am actually part of their family, you know, forever, and that even though technically they don't kind of have to look after me now, they want to, and they want to be part of my life.
Well, in the middle of January, I actually started Strive to Work. It's a programme for employability, and they basically just help you build up your confidence, get you interview ready, and you have to get used to talking in front of people. Every day you had to stand up and either tell a joke or an article and talk in front of the whole class, a pile of people that you don't even know. But it was really hard actually getting up and talking about yourself to them, because they're all as nervous as you are, but you don't really notice that. But at the end of it, you know, you had a guaranteed interview for a job.